as you can probably tell, I'm a Hetalia fan. And if you don't know what Hetalia is an anime about countries personified as humans. And they have all of their stereotypes. That's basically what Hetalia is. I just love it, it's so fun. I first found Hetalia in 2014 when I was 12. One day I just wanted to find stuff on Latvia, my country, so I searched it on YouTube and a video popped up with, I think it was called Latvia APH. At the time I didn't know what APH meant, obviously. Even when I joined the fandom I didn't understand what that meant, but later I found out it was Access Power's Hetalia. And I watched this video and was like, what? Latvia is in an anime? Oh my gosh, it's the best thing ever. Oh my gosh, I need to see it. So I spent a long time finding this anime until finally I actually found it. And I found out it was called Hetalia. And I started to watch it. Then I watched the second season. And the next one. And the next one. I was hooked, man. I loved it. I watched it all and I was like, I need more. I just love Hetalia. Ever since I started to watch it, I just loved it. It's my most favorite thing in the world. Maybe not. It's my most favorite anime. I just can't. I just love it so much. Back when I was 12, I'd draw a lot of Hetalia fan art. I still remember the first time I watched Hetalia. If you don't know Hetalia, it's an RPG game. It's Aoni, I think that's how you said it, just in Hetalia. And I still remember like thinking of the scene where Romano first comes to the mansion and he talks to Italy. It's like, it said something like, "We are Italy," and I got so confused. Like, what? You're Italy? What? I didn't know they were brothers yet. And that's how far back I watched Hetalia. I just love it so much. And I also wrote fanfiction. Terrible, terrible fanfiction that I'm afraid of. I haven't read it in the longest time. I think the last time I read it was when I was 14. So that's 3 years ago. It's a fairly long time ago. Maybe if you'd like, I could totally make a video on this fanfiction. So do let me know if you'd like to hear me read it, cause yeah, it's my childhood fantasy. It's not what you think of, like it's gushy romance or nothing. It's not that. Believe me, it's not that. It's my childhood fantasy. Oh, it's terrible. Oh. I also made Hetalia videos, picture compilations, and that stuff. As I mentioned in the LPS Amanda video I did, Hetalia was one of the fandoms I chose for those kind of videos. Like I just loved it so much. Made some MMDs as well. I loved making them, but I couldn't make them anymore because my computer broke and I lost all my files. That sucked, but I'm trying to get them all back now, and I'm like halfway through, and I just put a pause on it because it just takes a long time, and I found out one of the models is discontinued and I can't get it. I'm like, no, how am I supposed to get it? Like, I don't understand why people discontinue these models. Oh, I'm so sad. I wish. And if you're wondering, it's a Hungary model that got discontinued. I'm pretty sure it got discontinued. I at least remember it getting discontinued because the first time I downloaded it, I could, and it took such a long time to be able to download it. Like, holy shit, man. Like, I don't know, I think it took me an hour to figure out the password to that thing, because it was a riddle or something. I don't know. It was in Japanese as well, so I had to translate in Google Translate, and I had to make sense of that jumble of words, and it was so stressful, but I got it. My hard work paid off. I got it. And with the help of Google as well, people have said the answer as well, so that helped quite a bit. But I did work hard for that Hungary model, and I lost it. I lost it totally. But that's fine. I don't really care anymore. I don't really think I'll be making MMDs anymore because I don't want to use copyrighted music on my videos anymore. I use royalty-free music now because I'm afraid of getting copyright striked. With all of these changes coming to YouTube and copyright shit, you just can't. I can't afford to use copyrighted music because I could totally get a copyright strike. And 3 strikes and you're out. All of your videos get deleted. Your channel's gone, and I can't take that risk. Okay, changing the topic. So, I'm still a Hetalia fan. I've never stopped being a Hetalia fan. As you could probably tell from my videos, there's a lot of Hetalia everywhere. And I think I'm going to continue being a Hetalia fan for the longest time. Because other fandoms that I joined in 2014, I've stopped being in, like Five Nights at Freddy's. I stopped, I just didn't care anymore. Then I started watching videos of Five Nights at Freddy's again and being in the fandom and then leaving again. It's like, that's a whole event. And I don't know, man. This is just something I'm never gonna leave. And I'm happy with it. I'm happy being a Hetalia fan. And I hope you enjoyed this little ramble of mine of... Oh, no. There's another thing about Hetalia, is that I used to ship quite a lot as a little kid. I lived on Garita. I loved Garita so much. Like, oh my gosh, I thought it's the cutest little thing. Now I'm like, I don't really care that much. But back then I was like, I need this. And I made a video of Garita that's very cringe and also made fan art, and I just loved it so much. And I look back on it and I just love that part of my life. That's the best time. There's all these fandoms. I just love Hetalia. Okay. Okay, it's enough. That's all the stuff that I wanted to talk about on the topic of Hetalia, and I hope you enjoyed this little ramble of mine. And bye!